Alright, BobalosRex here, and you know what time it is? It's Wednesday. It's time for the news, and we got some good news. We got some good news, but not big news. You know, I'm not going to have articles for you, and it should be quicker, less ranty this week. So let's get this. Hold up. Do I need to spend any? Or open this? Yeah, let's spend. Because I have a feeling I'm not going to like what I'm getting. Alright, it's end of the season. I should really farm more of these on my alts, like with LFR or Delves. Because I need to get that tier finished up. You know, it's collector time, you know. Alright. Item I already got. Look at that, though. This would be great if I actually needed it. I didn't even get 2 Delves. Jeez. Alright, so there's that done. So, I may be Monk next year. Remember how I was like, I'm done with Monk, Monk never again? Well, on the PTR, Monk's been getting some love. But more of that later. Let's go over the weekly stuff this week. So, World Soul Memory Weekly, got that. Get your other weeklies, get those done. Easy peasy. It's the last week of Dastardly Duos. You want to hit that up. Alright? It's a new week of Horrific Visions. I think it's Ogremart this week. Alright, so you can hit that up. Let's go through the rest of these weeklies here. We got Time Walking. It's Draenor. You're getting Heroic Piece because it's Turbo Time Ways. You can be keeping up with that to get that mount if you didn't get it early. And then, of course, all your weeklies are awarding Hellcaller chests. So you can get that Tier 2 recolors over at the Hellcaller vendors over there. For that Greedy Emissary event. I think I got like 5 sets. Once I got the mount early, I kind of stopped doing it, but I gotta farm it out. So there's that, but there's also World Quests weekly going on this week, also awarding Hellcaller chests, and this will get you a whole renown level. Alright, the Goblin rep is not on there, sadly, but one of the old War Within reps, it'll be good for that. Next up, we got the Dungeon Quest. Let's go over that. If you want that bonus rep from the Dungeon Quest, the bonus dungeon is City of Threads. So, hit that up with follower dungeons. You know, good old follower dungeons. Easy peasy, get some rep. Now for PvP stuff, we got Sparks of War Hollow Fall. So that's where Genkin's going on, and it looks like both overcharged delves are there. So if you need to get those overcharged delves for the day, hit those up. Then we got Preserving Arena Skirmishes, the worst one, and then we got Rated BG Blitz or Rated Battlegrounds for that weekly. Like the rep here is just too low. Like why even care? Like PvPer has been needing help. So I don't know what's going on for them. Hopefully Midnight's got something. Now what else do we got going on this week? So we got a world boss right up here on the island, so you can hit up Kordak. Don't forget about the Godfather for your free piece, basically guaranteed piece of Warband gear. Super good that. And speaking of Warband gear, since this is the last week of Dastardly Duos, if you want to farm a ton of free Warband gear, each one you complete gives you Warband veteran gear. I mean, it is random, but it's free gear. If you kind of like Dastardly Duos. And like I said, if you need to finish it up this week, get 6 pieces, go through all 6 quests, get the pieces, get the stuff, get it all done, easy peasy. Next up, I do need to mention it because it is up. But let me check over here. Did I unlock these yet? Nope. But the hounds are up this week. So in the Maw and the Beast Warrens, the Shade Hounds are up. You can hit up Shade Hounds for a mount. That doesn't get the bonus, by the way. It doesn't have a bonus to it. But if you're in the Maw going to Sylvanas, going to Sanctum of Domination, hit up the Shade Hounds while you're there. Could drop them out. Something to do, of course. That event is ongoing. Collectors of Bounty. We got all these events going. And speaking of that, okay, So Dark Moon Fair is going on right now. Hit up the Dark Moon Fair. Don't miss out. You got the new trading post. Got all the events for that stuff going on. And then next week, Winds of Mysterious Fortunes back. So that's the event that every day you log into a character, kill a mob, get a pouch, get a piece of gear, and get a potion. That's back. Gonna be farming up those potions, because I wonder if those potions are gonna work in midnight, right? Imagine early midnight drinking those potions to level up faster. Hey, I'm now considering it. I'm gonna have a stockpile of those potions, alright? Don't tell Shh. Keep saying, Blizzard, this event is great. Keep doing it. Don't touch the potions. The potions are great. We love them. Alright, so hopefully, yeah. Because I still got the potions from the first one, so I'm excited about that. You see this T-Rex right here? We got T-Rex this week. Alright, I'm getting on the big boy. I should have been on him from the bed. So, if you've been keeping up with the raid, if not, run... What in the world? If you've been keeping up with the raid, you will have gotten your T-Rex this week, along with the title, and I know this for a lot of people, because it's mine too, our first raid portals. I really like that it's locked behind rep, not whether or not you can do the raid on Mythic during like a real season, okay? I know these are locked behind like doing the dungeon really hard, and I do like where portals are right now. 10s feel a lot more doable, in my opinion. But man, it feels good to have your first raid portal, so I like that. And then, of course, you get the title High Roller. That's good. Also, I wanted to talk about something else that's starting next week. Next week, along with the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, there's going to be a Twitch drop that goes until August 12th. Which, hopefully, they have a new Twitch drop for Season 3. I'm hoping. But we'll have to see. But there is a Twitch drop that starts next week, and it goes to the 12th of August. Which kind of leads us into the next thing. 11.2 patch day and season date were confirmed. So August 5th, surprise, surprise, August 5th is 11.2. Man, I would have never guessed August 5th for 11.2 in my wildest dreams. But it's happening August 5th, of course, and then the season starts the next week. So season 2 ends, so title stuff ends the 5th. But I feel like they basically confirmed the buffer week still works, and you can get some season 3 stuff to help you with some season 2 final stuff that's still available. More on that when we get closer to for some confirmations. But plan on getting most of your seasonal stuff done by the 5th. So we got like a month left to get our stuff done. Alright? The one thing I'm missing that I would like to get for me is Keystone Legend. You know, I gotta get there. As you can see, I got a lot of 10s. I did these with the guilds. We never did a Theater of Pain. I couldn't get a bigger I need to get a better Theater of Pain, but we'll have to see if I can get there. There's people I can ask to help, so I gotta get in touch, you know. But get your stuff done. Also with 11.2, we got an audio drama, The Doom of Koresh, which really sets up a lot of the 11.2 stuff, and they also dropped a patch teaser that includes a spoiler, right? But I guess everyone's already has it out, so I'm not going to treat it as a spoiler for the lore rant anymore. But if you watch the patch trailer, you see something that happens in the patch. That was kind of, yeah, I mean, most people know now. They're really going to know now. So you can watch that. And then on the PTR, it's raid testing right now. And I may be stuck on Monk. Unless I can get someone else to play Monk, the Monk buff is getting bigger. And Brewmaster is getting reworked. So I actually get to use big stomping bull, and I kind of like that. I like the idea of that, so that'll be cool. Um, and then what else do we got going on? Of course, there's class dungeon tuning. You know, if you want to know about all the dungeon tuning, all the class tuning, you know, hit up Dratnos. He's the master of that stuff, from the PTR and hotfixes and all that stuff with classes. So Season of Discovery news, it's dead. I'm pretty much done talking about it. I just put it on here. I'm just, yeah, it is what it is. It's a server. It's there. I may do my weekly to get that Scarlet gear if there's ever any crossover. Just to get those tints or something. But then we got Fresh has AQ dropping this week. So if you like Fresh servers and you're playing those Fresh Classic, AQ is this week. Alright? And then in other Classic Mop, pre-patch is pre-patch. They got pet battles. People are doing pet battles. It's funny, I see everybody in Classic talking about pet battles. Right? They're like, do this to farm for pets, do this raid, do that old raid, and I'm like, oh my god, people are doing old raids in Classic Mob pre-patch, people are doing old raids in retail, everyone's doing old raids. It's funny to me. And then Hearthstone, Lost City of Ungoro is here, it's a paladin meta, Murlocs everywhere, and now there's low-key Druid popping up. So there's all that going on. New Tavern Pass, new event where you get to pick which hero you unlock. So that's kind of cool. More stuff in the shop. And then a horrendous gacha pet is out. You know, we've been talking about that. I've ranted about that. The odds of getting that pet are astronomical. Do your free roll. And I do not recommend doing any other rolls. Alright, it's not worth. I did my free one, didn't get it, but I got my golden pack, so that was good. Cheese did too, so that was good. Just get your free pack, hopefully, and then get out of there. If you get the pet, cool. You know, no one needs to shame those people because they've been shamed enough. They dropped $160. They felt it in their wallet. Because I know there's people that maybe got lucky. Don't feel bad about using it. It looks cool. We all know it looks cool as hell. It's just not worth the price. Like, if the Hearthstone pet was priced like a WoW pet, do you know how many people would have bought that? They would have made so much money. If it was $10, oh my god, they would have made so much money if it was $10. But they couldn't price it reasonably. Why do that? So, Diablo 4, it's Season 9. And people are playing it. I haven't touched it. It's a Diablo season. If you like Diablo, I hope it's good for y'all. I'm gonna check it out at some point. I want to get the pet, Dante the dog. I like getting the pet, so I'm probably gonna play it and get it. I want to do it on my time, and I don't want to be stuck rushing like I have been. And I'm not playing Barbarian. I'm done with that. But we may be seeing some good Diablo news at Gamescom, because the game's still going, it's still trucking along, so hopefully they're doing good. They didn't get destroyed in these massive layoffs, like a Rumble, which FYI, there's no Rumble news. There is a login event, but they said it's done, maintenance mode, like Heroes. So if you like it, play it, have fun, but it's like Heroes, it's just sitting there in maintenance mode, never to be updated. Sad. And then Overwatch, they now have a Q&A thing that they released, and I don't know if they just started calling it this, but it's called Ping and Respond. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cheesy. I had to tell Cheese, and she had a giggle. But they've been doing some stadium tuning. There was a director's take, so you can take a look at that, see what the creative team behind Overwatch is talking about. Because they are trying to respond to you. I think the game is doing all right. Cheese just has a problem with all the players. So, for problems with the players, not the game, then there's still a problem there, but not as bad. And then the G.I. Joe thing is ongoing, and I think it ends in like a week or two. So if you want that stuff, get it while you can. And that's it. That's it. You know, it's Panda Week, it's Panda Month. With all the audio dramas and then the teaser trailer, are we going to get a lot of 11.2 spoilers all the way up until 11.2? We'll have to see. Most of what's going on in the patch is already out there. I need to get out my what's going on. And of course, later on, closer till I have my what to do first. Y'all know. And what to do before as well. So y'all know what to get done. And then next month, midnight reveal next month on the 20th. On this week. Alright. And then it'll be 11.2, we're going to space. Then on the 12th, we'll get the raid, the season, all that good stuff. And then on the 20th, midnight. Boom! And then here's the funniest part. We have already seen 11.2.5. So do we see 11.2.5 right here? I feel like we're getting a roadmap. We're for sure getting a roadmap for the end of the year. We'll probably have housing on the roadmap. Legion Remix on the roadmap. Oh my god, maybe I have roadmap predictions. Oh my god, I'm so excited actually. Next month is going to be exciting. This month is exciting because you got plenty of mounts to farm. You know, it's just outside of WoW, there's sad news for some of my other Blizzard games, but that's going to be what it's going to be. Anyways, thank y'all for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.